3, 2,
Did you
1.
know that most of what you say is in the past? Yeah, people talk about the past a lot more than they talk about the present. But what we Spanish teachers teach is the present. So you can communicate almost everything you want to communicate in the present, but you might not be able to understand what people are telling you unless you know a little bit of the past. So in today's lesson, it's not too much. You're going to learn both I have, you have, and yeah, that's it. And you're also going to learn I had, you had, the present, and the past. Empezamos. Let us begin. ¿Qué tienes? Please repeat that with me. ¿Qué tienes? What do you have? ¿Qué tienes? And this is a beginner lesson. So you do not have to have any previous Espanol to understand this lesson. We're going to learn all the vocabulary words as well as play with the conjugations of these verbs. I'm going to get right into the vocabulario right now, the vocabulary. All right, we have Spanish under these. We have the picture of it. Okay? So we're gonna read it and you're gonna repeat me. Una mascota amigable. Una mascota amigable. Okay, I have no idea what that means is what you're thinking. So let's look at I see a word hidden in the word amigable. Amiga, yes. And able is just like in English when it's at the end. So friendly. Friendly. Amiga is a friend. Una mascota amigable. Something friendly. Something that somebody might have. Something friendly. Let's figure out what that is. Pets. A friendly pet. Mascota is a pet. Una mascota amigable. We know eso es un gato. Gato y perro. Perro. Un gato y un perro. Muy bien. Una bicicleta nueva. Una bicicleta nueva. We can see, maybe you can see bicycle here. Bicycle. Let's just take this off. Pretend you don't see that. Or here we go. Bicycle. Bicycle. Una bicicleta nueva. Nueva means new, not to be confused with nueve, which is 9. Okay, so it is a new bicycle, una bicicleta nueva. Notice that the adjective comes after the noun. For example, this is a pet friendly. We say friendly pet. They say the thing and then describe it in Spanish. And we say a new bicycle. They say a bicycle new. Una bicicleta nueva. All right. Muy bien. Okay. Un celular. Celular. They don't usually say you in Spanish like we say it in English. But they say cellular. This is the one exception, I think, when it's between 2 L's. Un celular. What do you think that might be? A cell phone. Some people might call it a mobile. A mobile. But I'm from the city of Mobile, Alabama. So I'm not going to call it that. Cellular. But many people call it cellular. Everybody will understand cellular. Muy bien? Now, on this one, we have 3 words here, and it's because you have to remember Spanish is spoken in 21 different countries, and there's variations within each one of those countries. So that's why I have 3 listed. All right, un carro, un coche, y una coche. Okay, some people make a car feminine, and some keep it masculine, all right? Un is feminine, masculine. Un is masculine, and una is feminine. All right, what do you think it is? I can see it right here. Sí, es un carro, es a car. En este caso, es un carro azul. In this case, it is a blue car. Un carro azul. Muy bien. Algunos libros de texto. We know libros. Libros are books. Libros de texto, textbooks. Y algunos is a sight word of the day, and that is some. Some textbooks. Algunos libros de texto. Libros de texto. Muy bien. Sí, esos son. These are they. Una familia grande. Una familia grande. A big family. Una familia grande. This is not a familia grande, but it's what fits. But a big family would be more than cuatro, más que cuatro, but we're just going to interchange that. All right. Un trabajo de oficina difícil. Un trabajo de oficina difícil. So we know oficina is the office. And we know de of the office, something of the office, difícil. Un trabajo de oficina, difícil, a hard office job, a difficult office job. Muy bien, un trabajo de oficina difícil, difícil. Now, if you have a hard job but it's not in an office, you can say un trabajo difícil. Muy bien, un trabajo difícil. Una casa sencilla. Una casa sencilla. Now, we know that a casa is a house. Sencilla is a simple house. Una casa sencilla, a simple house. Muy bien. Some people have a simple house. Muy bien. Un apartamento elegante. Un apartamento elegante. An elegant apartment. That's right. That's a cognate. 2 cognates in a row. That's like fabulous. Muy bien. Un apartamento elegante. Vamos a mirar. Let's look at los emociones o condiciones. Emotions or conditions that use tener. Okay? So we have said, thirst, said, thirst, prisa, haste. I think I'm going to call it haste. Tengo prisa means I don't have any time. I have haste. I think haste is a good word there. We never use it in English in modern day, but hambre, not to be confused with hombre. Hambre is hunger. Hambre. Miedo, fear. Miedo, fear. Dolor, pain. Dolor, pain. Éxito, success. Éxito. Prisa, hurry. Sed, thirst. Éxito, success. Hambre, hunger. Miedo, fear. Y dolor, pain. Okay, we will use these words and the words from the previous slide to create sentences now. Okay, but before we create sentences, we have to do something called conjugating. Now, in English, conjugating is easy. I have, you have, he has, we have, y'all have, they have, okay? So we have and has. So we don't need a conjugation chart, but this is a chart that you may have learned in a previous lesson that helps you to convert the verb so that it matches the person, okay? And each one of these is a person. Each one of these words over here is a person. Yo, I. Okay, so we can't say I to have. And how do you say to have in Spanish? You say tener. Tener is literally to have. So you can't say I to have, right? You have to say I have. So if you say yo tener, you're saying I to have. So you could change tener to tengo. Tengo. Yo tengo. I have. Yo tengo. I have. All right, now I want to go ahead and bring one thing up here so that we can make a sentence. All right, yo tengo. Okay, we're going to use a house. We'll use a house. We're going to cut that out. And we're going to go back down here and we're going to add that to our slide here using Control V. All right. All right. So there's our casa. So now forever after, we're going to say, I have a house. You have a house. He has a house. She has a house. We have a house. Y'all have a house. They have a house. Okay. And that will make more sense as you see that all of these change. Okay. Yo tengo una casa. Tú, you. Tú is you. You can't say anything with you except, you can't say tú tener. You to have a house. That's weird. You have to say tú tienes. Tú tienes una casa. Tú tienes una casa sencilla. You have a simple house. Or you can ask a question. ¿Tienes una casa? Do you have a house? ¿Tienes una casa? All right. Él is he. And ella, él is he. And ella is she. She. And usted is you, ma'am, or sir. That is a formal you. Okay, so it's someone that you would always say ma'am or sir with. And since I'm doing that, I'm going to come up here. Yo is I. I have. Yo tengo. Tú is you. Tú tienes. All right, muy bien. Okay. So, él, ella, y usted use the same conjugation. You can't say he to have a house. You can't say él tener una casa. You have to change it to tiene. Él tiene una casa. Ella tiene una casa. Usted tiene una casa. Okay? Nosotros. Nosotros means we. You will notice on the left side, I wrote we, but I'm trying to group that. Yes. Okay. So I wrote we, but you can't see it because, oops, let's undo that. We're trying to mess it up. All right. Nosotros is we. So we is plural of I, because if you have yourself and one other person, then that is a plural, okay? That is we. Okay, nosotros to have. We can't say we to have a house. We can't say nosotros tener una casa. We have to use the word tenemos. Tenemos, all right? Tenemos una casa. Tenemos una casa. We have a house. Tenemos una casa sencilla. We have a simple house. Now, vosotros is tricky. We never speak it. We only need to learn it. But it is European Spanish. That is Spain Spanish. We need to understand it, but we don't speak it because we speak American Spanish. That is the Spanish of North, Central, and South America. All right? So we can't say vosotros, y'all to have, nor can we say y'all, vosotros tener. We have to say vosotros tenéis. All right? Vosotros tenéis. And I'm going to say to you that we ought not really say that word at all because that is European Spanish. Muy bien. Es español de Europa. All right. So that is my block on don't say it. Okay. It's kind of offensive to American Spanish speakers. That is Spanish speakers from North America, Central America, and South America for some reason. And I don't know why, but it is a reality. All right. So recuerda que no se usa, do not use tenéis, but understand what it means. Okay. So that's the formal, that is the your European y'all. All right. And not, you can't even see that. It's crazy, but, and let me see if I can, yeah, there you go. Oh, well, you know what I can do? I can just do this, and I'm messing up my chart. The European y'all. All right. I'm going to make that smaller so that I'm not coming off the slide. All right. Muy bien. Okay, I'm on the slide. Okay. So we can't, ellos is the plural of he, which is what? They, right? And they, for a group of only girls, is ellas. A group of any people at all is ellos. But ellas has a special distinction for only girls. And ustedes means that that's the y'all we use. That is the y'all that everybody uses. That means everybody except me. All right. So you can't say they to have a house. So you can't say ellos tener una casa. You can't say that. Oh, well, that didn't work. Okay. Oops. Nope. No puedes decir eso. You can't say this. Tener means to have. So if you want to say they have a house, you're going to say ellos tienen una casa. Here's the thing. You don't actually have to say the people in Spanish because they're all different. Like we should have that rule with am. I am a teacher. No one else uses am except I. So I should easily be able to say am a teacher. And you would know that I'm talking about I because am is used with nothing else. So Spanish, you see, they're all different. Tengo, tienes, tienen. Tenemos, tenéis, tienen. So they don't use the people very often. For example, they don't usually use yo, or tú, or él, ella, usted, or nosotros, or vosotros, or ellos, ellas, ustedes. They don't usually use those words. Of course, you can use them, but they don't usually use them. So we are not going to usually use them. We are going to try to use these verb conjugates without using the people, but using the people isn't necessarily incorrect at all in any way. El perro. El perro. Okay. I have a dog. I have a dog. I have. Everything I have usually ends in O, okay? Tengo un perro. Tengo un perro. I have a dog. Tengo un perro. Tengo un perro. I have a dog. Muy bien. Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog? Now this word right here is so confusing for Spanish speakers when they're learning English, okay? Because that's not really, it doesn't really exist in that way in Spanish. So you can pretend that do, it does not even exist. Let's just pretend that do doesn't exist. Matter of fact, I'm going to hit backspace, backspace. Ah, you have a dog, right? You have a dog. That is 100% how you would ask this question. You have a dog. So please remember that this do is optional. You have a dog. So how would you say you have a dog? Tienes means you have. Tienes un perro? Okay, let's see. Tienes un perro? All right, so it's going to bother me, the fonts. I really have to not worry about such things, but they bother me. All right, so tienes un perro. Okay, so I have written a statement. You have a dog. That is not what I'm asking a question. So I need my question mark. Tienes un perro? And you need an upside down question mark in Spanish. So it starts and it ends with the question mark. And one is upside down and one is right side up. ¿Tienes un perro? To you, have a dog. ¿Tienes un perro? Okay, now you can answer this. No. In Spanish, you have to say no twice. No. No tengo un perro. No tengo. Okay, no. No. Of course, you can put a comma after the big no. No tengo un perro. Oops. No, no tengo un perro. No tengo un perro. There we go. No tengo un perro. No, I don't have a dog. No tengo un perro. So you can put a period there. It's totally cool if you put a period there because it's not a question. They have a period, just one period, just like us. No, no tengo un perro. But if you do have a dog, you could say, sí, tengo un perro. Sí, tengo un perro. Muy bien. Does he have a dog? Does he have a dog? Okay, now remember in Spanish, they really don't have this. They don't get that. So just ignore that word do or does and when it starts a question. And you need he has a dog? Question mark. He has a dog. We're going to go ahead and start with a question mark. And we need the he has. Tengo is I have. Tienes is you have. And tiene is he has. Tiene un perro. Tiene un perro. Does he have a dog? Tiene un perro. All right. Tiene un perro. So your answer would be sí, tiene un perro. Oh, no, no tiene un perro. Muy bien. We have a dog. We have a dog. So tengo is I have. Tengo. Tienes, you have. Tiene, he has. And tenemos, we have. So I have a dumb song. Hemos, amos, imos. Hemos, amos, imos. When you see hemos, amos, imos, you know we're talking about we. All right. Tenemos, we have. Tenemos un perro. Tenemos un perro. We have a dog. Tenemos un perro. Okay? And you can add grande, blanco. We have a big dog, grande, grande. Tenemos un perro grande. Muy bien. Let me see what I wrote under here. We have a big dog. We don't have a dog. All right, well, let's take grande off because that's big. We don't have a dog. So we need a word. Don't is no. No. No tenemos un perro. We don't have a dog. No tenemos un perro. We don't have a dog. In this case, you don't need two no's because nobody's asking you a question, okay? It's simply saying, we don't have a dog. It's not a question, all right? And when you're answering a question in the negative, you've got to have two no's, all right? They have a dog. So tengo is I have, tienes, you have, tiene, he has, she has, you have formal, tenemos, we have, so we need tienen, they have, tienen un perro, tienen un perro, tienen un perro, they have a dog, tienen un perro, they have a big dog, tienen un perro grande, all right? Tienen un perro grande, and let's give it a period. Muy bien. Tienen un perro grande. Now let's see what I wrote under this. Let's see here. They don't have a dog. They don't have a dog. All right. So we have to add the don't in front of the verb. The no comes before the verb. The no comes before the verb. They're dumb songs, but they really help you remember the patterns of Spanish. No tienen un perro. No tienen un perro. They don't have a dog. No tienen un perro. Muy bien. They don't have a dog. And the same is in English. They don't have a dog. You would put that in question marks. Muy bien. No tienen un perro. They don't have a dog. All right. And we just answered that. They don't have a dog. Muy bien. Do y'all have a cat? Do y'all have a cat? Now, you know that there are two y'alls. One is European y'all. We don't use it to speak. And as this is conversational, I did not include it in this list. So the y'all I have here is the one we use in the Americas. And that would be tienen. So ignore this do. We always ignore the do. And we kind of speak Southern. Y'all have a cat? Y'all have a cat? So tienen un gato? ¿Tienen un gato? Sí, yo tengo dos gatos. I have two cats. Muy bien. Sí, yo tengo dos gatos. I have two cats. Do y'all have a cat? Oh, do y'all? Okay. So how do we know that that's different than they? Do they have a cat? Okay. So I want to ask y'all. So I'm going to add ustedes. ¿Tienen ustedes un gato? ¿Tienen ustedes un gato? Now, I know that that says uds. I know that says uds. But I'll tell you, we are used to these kind of, what are they called? Short things like doctor, Mr. So we would never say der or mer. And when we say UDS, we're never going to say uds. We're going to say ustedes. ¿Tienen ustedes un gato? ¿Tienen ustedes un gato? Do y'all have a pet, a cat? But without these question marks, I'm just announcing it. Y'all have a cat. Y'all have a cat, right? So I want to say, do you have a cat? And the only way I can do that is to add question marks. ¿Tienen ustedes un gato? Muy bien. They don't have a dog. They don't have a dog. Tienen is have, they have. So we need they don't have. So no, the no comes before the verb. No tienen un perro. No tienen un perro. They don't have a dog. No tienen un perro. Muy bien. No tienen un perro. Okay? Now, this might seem redundant, what I'm doing, but I'm doing it to help you remember and get the hang of choosing the correct conjugate. I have, tengo, tienes, you have, he has or she has, tiene, formal you, tiene. So when you're going to use sir or ma'am with someone, you're going to say tiene. Tenemos, we have, and tienen, y'all have, and also they has an elegant apartment. He has an elegant apartment. It has to be tiene un apartamento elegante. Muy bien. Tiene un apartamento elegante. He has an elegant apartment, or a fancy apartment is a word you will use instead of fancy, elegante. I don't have a fancy apartment like he has. I have a simple house. I don't have an elegant apartment. All right, so I don't have, no tengo. I'm going to make it, I want to make it smaller. Let's see, a 30 is good. No tengo. I don't have, no tengo un apartamento. See how it says an? That will be un. And elegant apartment, I can't say that in Spanish. I have to say apartment elegant. Wait, let me do this differently. It's getting so confusing. I'm just going to write over it, okay? I don't have, okay? No tengo. Or you can say yo no tengo, but no tengo un apartamento elegante. Like he has. Well, I know he has is going to be tiene. He has. Right? And you can say el, that he has. I can add it so that it is clear. I have a simple house. I have is going to be yo tengo a simple house. So I have to write a house simple. A house simple, right? A simple house. Yo tengo una casa sencilla. The only word we're missing here is like, and like is going to be como. Como. No tengo un apartamento elegante como él tiene. Oh, yo tengo, I forgot tengo. Yo tengo, you don't need the yo, you can just put tengo. Una casa sencilla. I have a simple house. Muy bien. They have a difficult office job. They have a lot of work. They have. Okay, they have. Tengo is I have. Tienes, you have. Tiene, he has, she has. You have formal. Tenemos, we have. Tienen is they have. So they have. Tienen a difficult office job. Oh, there it is. Un trabajo de oficina difícil. Difícil. Okay? So, if it's not in the office where they work, you can omit de oficina. Un trabajo difícil. They have a hard job. Tienen un trabajo difícil. They have a hard office job. Tienen un trabajo de oficina difícil. Muy bien. Okay. They have a lot of work. They have. Muy bien. Tienen. They have. Tienen a lot of work. All right. So a lot is mucha. Mucha. Y trabaja is work. Mucha trabaja. Tienen mucha trabaja. They have a lot of work. In Spain, we knew someone who would say, mucha trabaja, poco dinero. A lot of work for a little bit of money. Mucha trabaja, poco dinero. Do you have some textbooks at home? I do. Do you have? We're going to ignore this do. It doesn't exist in Spanish. You have some textbooks at home? You have. What does you have? It's not tango. Sí, tienes. Tienes some textbooks. Okay, so some, algunos. You can also say just unos. Sometimes you can say unos, but in this sense, sometimes you're going to say algunos. This is a great way to say algunos. Algunos libros de texto, okay? So we use that de a lot. De is of, books of text. That's the pattern of Spanish. Do you have books of text at home? At home. So in Spanish, sometimes for at, we use en, and casa we know is house. In casa. All right. And that was a question mark, right? That was a question. And then the last sentence was I do. So the answer would be yo tengo. All right. Yo lo tengo if you've been studying Spanish a while. So yo lo tengo or los tengo. And that is simply because you're talking about more than one book. So you are saying it. I have them or I have it. And in this case, it is plural. So los tengo. Or you could easily say tango and everybody would know what you were saying. But I have them. And you could say, sí, los tengo. Yes, I have them. I have some. Yes, I have some. Sí, sí, los tengo. Of course, you need a comma there. Not that we use commas when we're talking, but sí, los tengo. Yes, I have them. Them being algunos libros de texto. And these are masculine in the en and os and os. So we use los. Los tengo. Yes, I have some. Yes, I have them. Yes, I have it. Muy bien. No, but I have a cell phone. Do you have some textbooks on your cell phone? All right, no, but I have a cell phone, okay? No, here we go, no. Okay, I don't like that again. No, but. Oh, I don't have but. So I have but in some places. All right, so I have but in some places. So I'm going to go ahead and write it here. On some of my slides, you'll see but right now, I will just add it. Pero. No, but. Pero is but. Not to be confused with perro, which is dog, and it has two R's. No, pero. No, but. No, pero. I have a cell phone. I have. Pero tengo. No, pero tengo. No, but I have a hold on, let's see. Yes, a cell phone, un celular. No, pero tengo un celular. Muy bien. Do you have some textbooks on your cell phone? Wow, do you have some textbooks on your cell phone? Okay. ¿Tienes? I'm going to move this over. ¿Tienes algunos? Oh, we got some. Ajá. ¿Tienes algunos libros de texto? I need the word in, okay, I'm going to copy and paste this. In un celular, that is in a cell phone, I'm going to say tu celular, in your cellular, in your cell phone. ¿Tienes algunos libros de texto en tu celular? Wow, muy bien. Sí, los tengo. Yes, I have them. Are they scared of my dog? My dog is scared. Okay, remember scared is scared in English is the same as has. Do they have fear? Right? Having fear. Are they scared? This first word here makes no sense in Spanish. So think Southern. They scared of my dog? They scared of my dog? They have fear of my dog? So they have fear. They, tengo, I have, tienes, you have, tiene, he has. Tenemos, we have, tienen. They have fear, miedo, of, which is they. They means of or from. They. Tiene miedo de mi perro. Notice I changed that to mi perro, my dog, mi perro. ¿Tienes miedo de mi perro? ¿Tienes miedo de mi perro? Are you scared? Are they scared? Oh, tienen. Are they scared of my dog? ¿Tienen miedo de mi perro? Muy bien. My dog, mi perro. Mi perro is scared. Mi perro tiene miedo. Mi perro tiene miedo. Muy bien. I can make it with that sentence, with that picture. Mi perro tiene miedo. Muy bien. All right. My cat is hungry. That is, my cat has hunger. We have hunger too, but we have haste. It sounds so funny, but my cat is hungry. Mi gato tiene hambre. Mi gato tiene hambre. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this square right here. I'm just going to type it out. Mi gato. Oh, we need to make it smaller, friends, so we can fit it all. Let's just make it a normal, like 14. Okay, maybe not 14. Let's make it an 18. Mi gato tiene miedo. No tiene miedo. Tiene hambre. Mi gato tiene hambre. We, nosotros. Of course, we don't need nosotros, but we can add it if we want. Tenemos hambre. Oh, you need two. También. It should have an accent mark. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a special character, which is, we're going to insert on Google Slides. You just insert special character, and you can actually draw it here. It's kind of fabulous. It's an E with an accent mark, and there it is. And it will add it. También. Mi gato tiene hambre. Nosotros tenemos hambre también, too. Pero tenemos prisas. Tenemos prisas. We're in a hurry. Okay? Prisas doesn't change for the people who are in a hurry. It doesn't reflect that. So it's not either feminine or masculine. It just stays prisas. It doesn't really matter. Muy bien. My cat is in pain. Oh. So in English, my cat has pain. She is scared of the big family. She has fear of the big family. So I just want to make my own shape here because I like just typing it. Mi gato tiene dolor. Tiene, or I could put ella tiene miedo de la familia grande. Okay? Mi gato tiene dolor. Tiene miedo de la familia grande. Muy bien. All right. The family is thirsty. In English, we would translate that. This is why I tell kids, translate it into English first, and then you can translate it into Spanish. And what I mean by that is we say the family has thirst in Spanish. They have bikes. They don't have a car. La familia, the family. La familia. Try to guess before I write it. La familia tiene, has, tiene sed. Right? Now, just like in English, you wouldn't say the family have thirst. Even though family means there's more than one per people, it's still considered a singular thing. So that's the same in Spanish. La familia is a singular group. So we use tiene, sed. They have bikes. But at this point, we make it plural people. Ellos tienen, they have bikes. Bicicletas. Tienen bicicletas. They don't have a car. They don't have a car. No comes before the verb. No. Tienen carro. And you could say un carro. You could say el carro, but no tienen carro makes 100% of sense. It's totally enough. All right, and that is my last slide for the present tense of tener. Woo, woo. Now, the problem with knowing only the present tense of tener is that most of what we say is in the past. So there are two pasts, okay? Now, this will not be as hard as the other two, but I'm going to put it on a different video, all right? This is super easy. It is not that hard. I'll give you an example of it. For the past tense, so in the past tense, there's not that much of a difference. We have tenía means, oh, hold on. That's not good. Hold on. What happened there? We have, okay, tenía. I'm going to go ahead and just erase all of this pre-work. Okay, so you remember we're turning the present tense into the past tense. So we have tenía for yo. I had, tenía un perro. I had a dog. Tenías un perro. You had a dog over a long period of time in the past. I had a dog over a long period of time in the past. He had a dog. Oops. He had a dog over a long period of time in the past. Okay. We had a dog over a long period of time in the past. Teníamos. All right. Not sure about this one. They had a dog over a long period of time in the past. All right. So you can see at least we have two are the same. But when you are used to the endings of the present tense, you know that if it ends in S, they're always talking about you. Tienes, tenías, tenía, tiene, right? Tiene is the present tense. Tenía is the past tense. Amos, hemos, imos, amos, hemos, imos. When we are talking about amos, hemos, imos, you know, we're talking about we. And then we end in an, which is the same as tienen. All right? Tienen. So it's really not hard. The only weirdest is that yo and I and he and she and you formal are all the same. So they do use the people more in the past than they do in the present. But there are so many sentences that are necessary. We have to know the past. And there are two pasts, but this one is the most common, and it means it happened over a long period of time. So long, actually, that you can't even really pinpoint the time. Like, cuando yo era una niña, when I was a little girl. Or, if you're not a girl, cuando yo era un niño, okay? When I was a kid. Okay, so when I was a kid, would use niño. Okay, and for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use niño, even though I know that I'm a girl, and so I would, in regular speaking, say cuando yo era una niña, that should say una niña here, okay? So, because the has to match the when I was a little girl, cuando yo era una niña. However, cuando yo era un niño, when I was a kid, is also okay, and it's a lot better than if a man got it in his head because of this lesson to say when I was a little girl. So for that, to save that embarrassment, I will say niño from now on. But if you're a girl, you can go ahead and say niña. All right. You have a pet. When I was a kid, I had a dog. You have a pet, that is plural, right? Plural. We know tienes, right? Tienes mascota. You have a pet, that is present tense. When I was a kid, cuando era niño, oh wait, we should make that a question. Es una pregunta. Okay? So vamos a poner estas marcas de interrogativo. All right? Question marks. All right, there we go. ¿Tienes mascota? Cuando yo era niño, I had un perro. I had a dog. Tenía perro. And you could say perro, but you can say un perro too. Okay, tenía un perro. Cuando yo era niño, tenía un perro. When I was a child, I had a dog for an indefinite period of time. I really can't tell you when I had a dog, and I had a dog more than one day or one moment of time. So I'm going to use tenía for my past tense. The dog I had was always hungry, and he was very scared. The dog I had. All right. I'm going to write this in a regular old box like this, and I'm going to turn it white, and I'm going to just type it here. Ready? The dog. You try to know ahead of time what I'm going to type. Ready? El perro that I had. Que is that. El perro que. I just need to make that bigger, friends. El perro que tenía. I'm going to copy it because of that accent mark. Que tenía, the dog that I had, was always, el perro que tenía Siempre, always. That word is here for you. Siempre tenía hambre y miedo. Y mucho miedo. Mucho miedo. El perro que tenía siempre tenía hambre y mucho miedo. All right, so you can see why using the past tense is so important. When you were a kid, did y'all have a cat in the house? When you were a kid. So I skipped that slide. No, I didn't hear this. Cuando yo era un niño, when I was a kid. You can erase yo. You can erase yo. Cuando era un niño or cuando era niño. Okay? Cuando era niño. When I was a child. Cuando era niño. When I was a kid. Cuando era. Oh, I have to cut and copy because, but I'm going to add. Oh, I'm going to add my special character, just as I hope that you learn to do. I'm going to insert a special character, but truth be told, I cut and copy a lot. Special characters, super easy though. You just draw your symbol here. Niño. There it is, right there. Okay? And it already added it. Okay? Cuando era niño, remember I would typically say niña, but for the purpose of this class, I'm going to use niño. Cuando era niño, did you all have a cat? Tuvieron? No, sorry. Tenían. Did you have? That's the past tense. Did you have? Right? Un gato en la casa. Did you have a cat in the house? Right? Cuando era niño, tenían un gato en la casa. All right, and this was a question mark, right? So we need to add that. I can do this question mark pretty good. Oops. Okay, so now for my upside down question mark, I'm going to put my cursor where it belongs, insert special characters, and I'm just going to draw me an upside down question mark. That takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it, you get it. Now did it add? It did add. All right, there we go. Cuando era niño, tenían, did y'all have, see, I can put ustedes there. ¿Tienen ustedes un gato en la casa? Right? Because I want to add ustedes because it could be, did they have a cat in the house when you were little? Like maybe they're talking about your grandparents or your aunts and uncles, somewhere where you don't really live. So to make specific so that you're completely understood, sometimes you need to add that person in there. And this is one of those cases. Cuando era niño, tenían ustedes un gato en la casa. My family never had an apartment, but we had an elegant house. Okay? My family, mi familia, never. Here's the word for never right here, nunca. Oops. Nunca. Mi familia, my family, mi familia nunca tenían un apartamento elegante, pero teníamos una casa elegante. So my family, okay, I'm going to write it. So you can see that the person changed in this sentence. All right. So here it is. Mi familia nunca tenía. Let's add our special character so we can remember how to do it. Tenía Nunca tenía apartamento. You can put un there, but you don't have to. Elegante. Oh, tenía un apartamento, pero, and at this point, I just want to copy and paste this one. And then, of course, I have to add amos. Pero teníamos, because see the we there? Right here? But, pero, we had, teníamos una casa elegante, an elegant house. Teníamos, and you don't need una there. Teníamos casa elegante, but you can put una there. It's optional. Muy bien. Mi familia nunca tenía apartamento, pero teníamos una casa elegante.